So let's talk about the practice of unmasking yourself. There's an exercise which I learned that can be used either as a standalone exercise or in preparation for the Enlightenment-Technique, which I'm going to talk about in a couple of lessons. And instead of lecturing you on it, let's go straight into experience. Because I've already talked about this in my books, Being Higher Self and Parallel Universes of Self, so you'll understand what it means. The technique or practice of unmasking yourself is you realize that you have different roles you play in daily life. The role of mother, father, son, the role of professional, the role of spiritual person, perhaps. And to me, all of these are roles. And then there's deeper roles, of course, which we'll get into later. But those are the basic roles. And none of these roles are actually the core essence of you, the soul, the consciousness. What you really are in your natural state can hardly be defined. It's almost undefined. I associate it with a state of ease and peace and joy. Right? So when you're feeling at ease, you're closer to your core self. But the ultimate core self to me is undefinable. It's beyond all identity, beyond I am this, I am that, I am that. And the more stereotypical the roles are that you wear, the masks that you wear, we also call them masks, the tighter you're going to feel when you occupy these roles, when you wear these masks. So the practice is essentially this. You keep your eyes open or you close them and you become aware of one of your roles, one of your masks that you use in daily life. So just as an example, I'm going to use my professional mask, the mask I wear when I'm professional, such as now I'm being a professional coach. Just give yourself a moment to become aware of that mask, become aware of what your face looks like when you're in that room, or what you feel like. Can you breathe with that for a moment? For example, with me, when I'm a professional, I tend to get serious, get all serious and formal. And then you deliberately act as if you're putting on that mask. So rather than it subconsciously and automatically arising, you take your hand like this, okay? And you imagine putting on that mask, that identity, onto your face. And you use physical movement to exemplify that. You get a sense of what it feels like to wear that as a mask, not as who you are, but as a mask. So in my case, I chose the professional, formal identity that I sometimes wear, which is quite ridiculous. And I can feel a tight mask, a serious mask that hardly laughs. And whatever you chose, you'll feel something else. And you just stay with that between 20 seconds and 3 minutes. Not less than 20 seconds, not more than 3 minutes. And then you take your hand again, you lift it up to your face, and you remove the mask. Imagine that you're removing that mask just for now. Always put it on if you need it. And turning your hand like this, you just let go of it for now. And you breathe and sit a moment, feeling what it's like to just be without that mask. You might feel a bit vulnerable or lighter. You might not be sure what to be. You see, we use masks because we're not sure what to be in various social situations. Who am I? Or you might feel joyful, or you might have already tears in your eyes from the release. Whatever is there, just experience what is as it is. And then become aware either of that same role or mask or another role or mask you wear in life and daily life. So right now, when I remove this professional mask, I found something beneath it. That doesn't have to be the case with you. You can go look for a mask, but mine already came up, and it's the mask of the inner child. I'll call it the inner child mask. I get this sense of inner child. Okay? You look for your own mask that you use in daily life. And then once you identify a role, an identity, a mask, a behavior, an attitude, a belief, you imagine it's a mask that you put on, and you use physical movement to put it onto your face. Wearing that mask intentionally instead of subconsciously. Feel what it's like to be wearing that mask in life. Your facial expression, your emotions when you have it on. Of course, it extends to the rest of the body. It's almost a body armor that you're wearing, but we'll get into that later. It's not just a face, but your face is the main part of it. And then, after feeling it for more than 20 seconds, 3 minutes at most, you take your hand up and you remove that mask again. Let it go, turning your hands, dropping it for now. And just resting, just being without a mask. So that's the basic practice of unmasking yourself, and you can use this as a standalone, as I've already said. You can do it once on one topic, one mask, but you can also use it in a deeper process toward higher consciousness. And in that case, you would just keep on going, removing onion layer after onion layer, mask after mask, recognizing roll after roll after roll. Okay? And that would lead more and more to the core of who you are, to your soul, to pure consciousness. So there are people, there are sages and masters, they just go for hours and hours releasing the masks, putting them on, taking them off, putting them on, taking them off. So it's the enlightened variation of that technique, as opposed to the mere therapeutic version, which I just did with one or two masks. You might also find that you'd like to repeat it with a certain mask that is especially hard and especially prevalent in your life. The basic idea is that before you can let go of it, you have to gain conscious control of it, which is an idea that I've always been teaching. Gotta consciously put it on and feel it, experience it, before you can let it go. Now, of course, it's not only a mask. Okay, of course there's more to it. I just use the mask practice because it's such a simple practice. But every mask is actually also a story, a history, a timeline, an entire universe onto itself, which of course attracts certain realities into your life. And even though we're talking enlightenment here and consciousness, wearing certain identities attracts specific realities into your life. So by removing all identity, you do come closer to your core self, but you may want to consciously and deliberately create certain identities in order to attract certain realities. And that I've already talked about and written about elsewhere extensively, especially in parallel universes of self. Okay? So for now, until the next lesson, I'd like you to use this unmasking practice on topics of your own and just feel and see how far you'd like to go with it. However, if you're using it alone, without a coach, without an instructor, there are a few things you should be aware of. The most important of which is stick with the procedure. Stick with only the process of identifying a role or belief or mask, putting it on, feeling it, experiencing it for a little, and then taking it off. Do not get lost in story, and do not change the procedure. Why? You don't have a therapist or coach with you, and if you get lost in story, it could take you to places you don't want to go. Right? So if you stick to procedure, the 3 steps I just outlined, it'll go fine. Regardless of what happens, regardless of the phenomena you experience, stick to procedure. Okay? And if things get overwhelming for you, take a break, take a rest. Because what you're doing with this is peeling away the onion. I've only showed you 2 instances of this, but truly it could be done hundreds of times, thousands of times, and you'd still experience growth, benefit, and an expansion of yourself and your energy. I shall see you in the next lesson.